Cutting class? Totally fine. Failed a test? You can retake it. Forgot to do your homework? It won't count against you.
All right, listen up, y'all.
Greetings, brothers and sisters. This is another episode of All Things Education Official. I am your host and educator, DrAbdullah, giving you educational news from a foundational Black American man's perspective. If you like what you're seeing, you like what you're hearing, please subscribe, comment, like, and share. Subscribe, comment, like, and share. Put me in the algorithm. If you'd like, follow me on my social media handles at Facebook, Instagram, Rumble, TikTok, LinkedIn, and X. And if you like the content, you like what I'm putting out there, please go to the About section and buy me a cup of coffee. It would be greatly appreciated. Today, we're going to talk about and discuss the continued push for equity grading in K through 12 schools. Let's see what they're talking about.
These were all part of an equity grading system proposed in the San Francisco K through 12 system. Education officials ditching the idea almost as quickly as it was introduced amid intense bipartisan backlash. Under this system, scoring an 80% earns students an A and 41% earns a C.
You want to teach kids good habits so that when they become an adult, they can be successful in the adult world. And what equitable grading does is it rewards or incentivizes unsuccessful behaviors.
San Francisco's Democratic Mayor Daniel Lurie posting on X, "We owe our young people an education that prepares them to succeed. The proposed changes to grading at SFUSD would not accomplish that." California Democratic Congressman Ro Khanna writing, "Giving A's for 80% and no homework is not equity. It betrays the American dream and every parent who wants more for their kids."
As goes California, so goes the rest of the nation. That's a phrase you'll hear in politics, and it's true till today. So simply stated, if California goes with something, or if they're pushing for something in their policies, most likely the rest of the nation will pick it up, and it's a high likelihood that the nation will follow it. That is why this whole equity grading thing in California is extremely dangerous. Do not be fooled by the pushback. I'm telling you, don't think that because they're saying, oh, this is stupid. They're saying that today. But you know politics. It can switch on a dime tomorrow, and it could be the law of the land. Students, and the reason why I can tell you this is going to actually happen, I'm going to tell you that it's going to happen. I don't know why they're telling you it's not, and I can almost guarantee it. And the reason why is because we're already doing it. It's just not a law. It's just not a policy for all districts. But right now, we are currently allowing children have multiple opportunities to turn in assignments, multiple shots at taking a test. They're changing grades as they see fit. Difficult assignments are dropped from the grading scales. I'm telling you, it's crazy. And many teachers, and they're not cool with it. They don't like it. In actuality, it passes students along. And the people who are having the biggest pushback from it are the teachers in the classroom. But administrators are the ones saying, I need you to do it because they need to keep their test scores up. So that's what you need to always consider. According to the Thomas Fordham Institute's article entitled Grading for Equity Isn't Grounded in Reality, especially as achievement gaps grow in the aftermath of the virtual learning era, educational inequities remain a tremendous ethical and economic problem for the United States. But as the second edition of Grading for Equity makes its way towards bookstores later this year, Feldman fans ought to keep in mind that disregarding students and teachers' reality still isn't the solution.
But I think for the millions of educators out there, they can tell you that grading equity actually does help with making sure that students understand the curriculum they're being taught.
The equitable grading push gained steam during COVID. It also comes as American test scores continue to struggle.
We're in a position now where reading and math scores are at or near historic lows in both 4th and 8th grades. This is not the time to be lowering standards.
Man, I don't know what the hell Tiffany Cross-Eyed is even talking about. And see, her commentary is a perfect example of why people who are not in education shouldn't say a damn thing about it. Because what will end up happening is a person like her will be the person who's actually passing the policy for what myself and other educators have to actually implement into the classroom.
Equitable grading is also apparently a lucrative business. The man behind the movement, education consultant Joe Feldman, has raked in around $3 million from 27 school districts over the past 10 years. That's according to a tally by Parents Defending Education researcher Ryan Staley.
Boom! Did you hear it? Did you hear it? See what I'm talking about? Did you hear it? That's the long and short of it, people. Some idiot is making millions off of this great equity grading foolishness, and it's continued failure for children. And that's the reason why they're pushing it. It has nothing to do with children. I'm telling you that now. It has nothing to do with children. It's somebody and their agency and their nonprofit and their company making a grip. And that's why they're pushing this foolishness. I will give it to you straight as an educator. During and after COVID, they made education practically the easiest thing for children. We call those 2020 graduates the COVID-19 graduates. And that's a very big distinction. Why? Because we knew those individuals that senior year, they learned absolutely nothing. They were just required to be on camera during COVID. Teachers know that it creates more work for them, and it also lessens the actual impact of education. The American educational system is already ruined. We know this. We can stop tap dance and say we need to fix, we need to maybe tweak this. No, it's ruined. It needs to be scrapped and reconfigured by teachers, not lawmakers. We can create our own spaces, our own community though. You know, I always speak from a foundational Black American man's perspective. What does that mean? This is the time that we need, not should, maybe we could, no, we need to create our own institutions, because right now we are the best of the best of the best when it comes to education. Why? Because our teachers actually care about the outcomes. They don't care about test scores. They don't care about how people feel about this and that. They care about our children actually learning and creating a better lives for themselves, families, and ultimately the community. It will be work, but I guarantee you, our children will be the winners. This has been another episode of All Things Education Official. Please subscribe, comment, like, and share. Tell me what you think. Do you think that equity grading is necessary? You think equity grading is something that we could use, not just in the educational world, but in the Black community in particular? I don't know. I'd love to hear your thoughts. You are dismissed.
Yeah! You are all expurgated. You are dismissed.
Too much propaganda, spiritual pollution. Too many problems, not enough solutions. So many billionaires that make no contributions. Gotta create fund and maintain our institutions. Word to the masses, our government is backwards. Only thing I've learned is what a barrel and a crab is. Deploying all these tactics to keep us all distracted. Scrolling on our gadgets and we scroll right past it. While we caught up in the fashion, they sitting back laughing. This education we're lacking, all the laws they be passing. Peep the curriculum, you'll see they're subtracting the necessary work. These kids mentally absent, turned out full plastic.